Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Mystic's Table. This is session 11 of our Ironsworn campaign. Let's do a quick recap. So in session 10, we went ahead and delved into Cadigan's Refuge. So we are in the middle of a dangerous delve right now. Let's see. Right before we ended last session, we had found an urn, so some sort of urn with a strange rune on the front side. And we have deduced that this is the artifact that Cadigan has bound himself to, that's somehow prolonging his life. Surprisingly, it was not that hard to recover. I'm almost tempted to switch the difficulty of this delve up to formidable, but we're kind of already like in the middle of it. Yeah, so I don't know if that's the I'm kind of tempted to do it. I don't know. I just feel like it's been so easy. Is that a good idea? Um we already have 4 boxes so far on this delve. I think I'm going to actually do it, guys. I know that this isn't normal. I know it's not normal to switch the difficulty of a delve in the middle of it, but I feel like it was a mistake making this a dangerous delve. I feel like we should have started off with formidable. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this as formidable. We're going to keep the progress that we have. So we are at 4 boxes. It's just now every single time we make progress, it's only going to be 1 box. So that's just something to think about in the future when we do delves, to really try to take some time to think about what the proper rank of the delve should be. I don't know. I don't think it should be dangerous. I think this is more of a formidable kind of thing. But we have the urn. And that's pretty much it. It's just last session we were just doing the delve, so we're just going to continue. So if I remember correctly, Albrun had, he recovered the urn. He had casted some sort of illusion, right? He had casted an illusion, and that means we're at 3 essence. I don't know if I removed the essence, so I'm pretty sure we're at 3 essence right now. So he had casted an illusion to distract the undead Varu that were guarding that room with the urn. And we had gotten the urn and we got out of there. And so now we're in passageways, I believe. So we're just going to continue. So I think we're going to go ahead and roll. Well, let's see, delve the depths. So I kind of want to get a little bit better with this. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to envision where you are before you roll delve the depths. So I'm going to go ahead and roll on the features table for our little delve site that we have here, just to get an idea about where we are now. So let's see, that's a 91. 91. Something unusual or unexpected. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, how about we go ahead and roll delve the depths, and depending on if we miss or hit, we can figure out what unusual or unexpected means. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll delve the depths. This is plus wits. We're still doing plus wits. Okay, so that's a 2 on the action die. Plus 2 is a 4 versus an 8 and a 10. Okay, that's a miss. Okay, so you know what? Okay, on a miss, we reveal a danger. So we're going to reveal this danger, and then we will see... Well, I don't know. We are supposed to envision where we are before we do all this. But I don't know. I'm just kind of... I don't know, guys. You guys know. I'm not the best at improv. Improv is a little difficult for me. Let's see if there's a table. Okay, so I think I'm going to roll on the aspect and focus. Yeah, we're going to roll on the aspect and focus oracle tables, just to kind of see what that unexpected thing means. So this is aspect, that is a 65. So 65 is expansive. Okay, sounding like a cavern to me. And let's do focus. Expansive, let's see, 98. Function, expansive function. Don't quite know what that means, but I think where we are is, so we are leaving that area with the urn, where the urn was, and we're on the twisting passages again. And I think this passage opens up into like a huge cavern with stalactites hanging from the top, maybe a little bit of cave water everywhere. It's still supposed to be unexpected. What's unexpected? I don't know. We might just have to ignore that roll. Let's see. Let me try. Is there another? Okay, look. There's a site. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Why don't we roll on the trap oracles? Well, no. I don't think that's right. You know what? Okay, how about this? We rolled a miss on Delve the Depths, and we're supposed to be in a place that is unexpected or whatever. So I think we will roll on the threat. I think we can roll on the threat oracle, and I think we will specifically roll on the cursed site oracle. Right? I think that is or what about the power hungry mystic? No, I think we're going to do cursed site. I think we're going to do the cursed site oracle. So that's a 51. Leave its mark on an inhabitant or visitor. What does that mean? So we're coming into this cavern. I don't know, guys. I don't know. My inspiration is You know what? Okay, how about this? As Albrun is walking into this huge cavern, he starts to feel a shudder in his bones. Okay. And he's not feeling too good about it. And I think he's going to look at his hands. Yeah, okay. So I think he's going to look at his hands and he's going to realize that his fingertips are shriveled. And it seems like this weird shriveling is starting to spread closer to his palm. And I think he realizes that the places on his fingertips that are now like kind of like shriveled and almost looking like they might start to decay is where he had touched that urn. So I think that this urn, by touching this urn, there's something is going wrong. Something's not right. And Albrun is not knowledgeable about what this is. and how it works or how to stop it. So I think that this might be something. I'm thinking this is going to put a clock on us for this delve site. And I think we need to set up a clock that as it counts down, this sort of shriveling effect is going to spread further and further across him. So I almost want to put a progress track on it, but I'm trying to think on how exactly we do it. I think I'll just, I know that there's scene challenges, but scene challenges are only 4 boxes, and I don't think 4 boxes is very reasonable. So I think I might make a progress of 10 boxes. And I'm thinking every time we roll a miss on the delve site, we're going to treat it kind of like a scene challenge almost, and we're going to mark a box. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so or you know what? Here, let me put this in the journal. Okay, so I don't know exactly what happens when we hit 10 boxes. I guess we'll figure it out if we get there. But I think I am going to actually go ahead and mark 1 box. Since we rolled a miss, this is supposed to be something that is unexpected. It's a complete surprise. Okay, that works for me. So yeah, so we're going through this cavern and we're realizing that touching that urn, some sort of curse, something malignant. We picked up something malignant, not good at all. And so I think we need to start making haste. Though that almost makes me want to roll Delve the Depths plus Edge. Because I'm thinking Albrun can definitely feel the onset of whatever this is, and it doesn't feel too good. Like, he's starting to lose feeling in his fingertips already. And we don't know how far this is going to spread or what it may do. So I think we're going to Delve the Depths plus Edge, and that's +1. So not the best, but you know what? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Ooh, yikes. That's a 1 on the action die, +1 is a 2 versus an 8 and a 1. Well, it's a weak hit. Okay, so on a weak hit, roll on the following table according to your stat. So it's looking like we need a roll on the edge table with a D100. Oh, 17. Mark progress and reveal a danger. Ugh, okay. So we are at 5 boxes now, and now we have to reveal a danger. When you encounter a risky situation within a site, envision the danger or roll on the following table. I think I'm going to roll on the table. Yeah, let's do that. 78. You confront a harrowing situation or sensation. You encounter a harrowing situation or sensation. Okay, I think I know what this means. So as we're going through the cavern, like I said, there's stalactites hanging down. There's also quite a bit of rock formations on the cavern floor that we're kind of weaving our way around. And as we get around one of these rocky formations and we turn the corner, we actually see a rock pit full of dead bodies. So the stench of death hits us, and in this pit we can see elvish remains that look old, like years old. We see Varu remains. We see tons of animals, and like half of them are like skeletal, and like some of them still have like rotten dried flesh like still on them. Some of them look strangely preserved, but like tainted with dark foul magic. Like the veins where the vessels are like black, and a lot of the eyes are just horrible. This is a very harrowing thing to look at, so I think it's appropriate to endure some stress here. So we're going to endure 1 stress, so that puts our spirit track down to 1, and then we need to roll the endure stress move and see if we can perhaps bounce back from that. This isn't good because I was hoping to leverage our invoke asset as we got deeper into this this delve site, but I'm not going to risk invoke with our spirit track this low. So let's endure stress. This is going to be roll spirit or heart, whichever is higher. So our heart is +2, our spirit is +1 right now, so we're going to roll plus heart, so that's +2. Ooh, that's a 1 on the action die, so that's a 3 versus a 1 and a 4. Okay, weak hit. On a weak hit, you press on. Okay, so nothing happens. Okay, that's fine. So we just lose that 1 spirit, seeing this dead pit of bodies. Do we want to gather information here? I don't know. Hold on. Let's remind ourselves of what vows we have going on right now. What goals we are looking forward to. So we of course have the vow to deal with the elves that threaten Matic. Okay. And we only have 1 progress box on that. And then we have our convince Elder Mystic Matic to help Grimbrook and, secure and get him there. Do we need to gather information here? I don't know what information there would be to gather. I mean, perhaps it could help us reach Matic. I mean, not Matic. Cadigan. I'm trying to think. Would it be smart to gather information here? I'm trying to think about what's the word? The benefit of gathering information here. I think we might go ahead and gather some information, maybe just try to learn a little bit more about Cadigan's motivations and what he's exactly up to. I think we will go ahead and gather information. We're here, we have this pit of dead bodies. What is he using it for? Is there any advantage we can get from this knowledge or something? I think we are going to go ahead and gather information. So this is going to be plus wits. So that's a +2. And you know what? We did say that this pit of dead bodies, a lot of it does seem like it's tainted by dark magic. So we're going to go ahead and leverage our sighted asset here. So when you gather information to identify or detect mystic forces, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So we're going to roll +3. Okay, that's a 5 on the action die. +3 is an 8 versus an 8 and a 2. So that's a weak hit. So we take 1 momentum from our sighted asset. And then on the weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you learn and take +1 momentum. Okay, so we're up to 8 momentum. This information complicates our quest or introduces a new danger. I know what it is. Okay, so Albrun is going to kind of look at this pit bodies. He's gotten past the initial shock of just seeing a pit and smelling a pit of just dead, desiccated bodies that have presumably been there for decades. Some of them look more recent, some of them look very old. And I think as he looks closer at these dead bodies, he notices that especially with the skeletal ones, the ones that are a lot older, he notices that quite a few of them are missing bones. So there's a Varu there, and its spine is cut in half, and so its upper torso is still there and dead, but you can see the spine coming out from the torso, and there's no pelvis, no legs, it's just missing. You see a bunch of elven remains, missing arms, some missing heads, just a lot of the skeletal remains have bones missing from them, where I think the ones that still have flesh on them are kind of basically complete, but any of them Any of the ones that have like bones and skeletal stuff exposed are missing bones. Um, and I think I know exactly what that's going to play into later. So that's information. We'll keep it in our head. That definitely does complicate things. And I think we will go ahead and move on. Um, let's see. And that was a weak hit on the Devil of the Depths. So we don't need to mark down on that little curse thing that's going on with our hands. So we're going to go ahead and delve the depths again. Do we still keep rolling plus edge? Like, are we still in a hurry? Are we trying to really get through here? I don't know. I think seeing those dead bodies might slow us down, and maybe this curse isn't spreading as fast as we thought. So I think we're going to roll plus wits, and we're going to be a little bit more careful ever since we saw that disgusting display of desiccation. Yeah, I think we're going to go back to rolling plus wits for Delve the Depths. So that's a +2. So 6 on the action die plus 2 is a 8 versus a 5 and an 8. Dang, weak hit again. Okay, Delve the Depths. On a weak hit, roll on the following table according to your stat. Okay, so we rolled plus wits. So let's roll a D100. Let's see, that's a 55. 55. Mark progress. Okay, so we make, oh crap, I forgot to envision where we are. We'll do that real quick, but let's go ahead and mark progress. So we're at 6 boxes on our Delve the Site, and I forgot to go ahead and envision where we are, so let's do that. Let's see, 46. Cramped caves. Okay, so as we get further into this cavern, the cavern actually starts to shrink down the further we get into. And it's not quite tunnels and passageways anymore. It's like pockets of like caves with the stalactites and stuff. And we're definitely having to like be in our skinny era and like squeeze past a lot of these rocks and stalactites and stuff. We're being extra careful. But yeah, we marked progress. So I think we delve the depths again. I don't see anything of value here in these cramped caves. There's no find an opportunity or anything. Okay, so that's 6 plus 2. We're rolling plus wits again. So that's an 8 versus a 7 and a 2. Strong hit. On a strong hit, you delve deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity. Okay, so we're at 7, and before I find an opportunity, I also want to go ahead and roll to envision where we are. So that's a 95. 95. Oh, something unusual or unexpected. And this was a strong hit on Delve the Depths, so we're going to keep that in mind. So we're going to probably try to make this beneficial, whatever it is. But before I do that, I'm going to roll find an opportunity. Well, I don't know. Should we try to envision where we are? I don't know. It's every time I roll this something unusual or unexpected, it's hard for me to like. I don't know. It's hard for me to envision that. So I'm gonna envision it based on what this find an opportunity is. So let's roll on the find the opportunity table. Let's see. That's a 40. Oh wait. We don't need to roll on find an opportunity since it was a strong hit. We get to choose. So let's just take a look at this list. Okay, and we're working on something unexpected or unusual. What about the terrain favors you or you find a hidden path? That's unexpected, and that could be beneficial. Or you know what? What about you locate a secure area? That could be beneficial. So I think we were in these cramped caves, right? We were in these cramped caves. Okay, so we were making our way through these cramped caves, past these rock formations and such. And I think we get into a cave where there's not so many rock formations on the bottom, so it's kind of a little open. And I feel like on the left of Albrun, you kind of see a passageway that does not look natural at all. It looks like it was carved somehow. Like it's like almost like a perfect like round passageway. And we of course see another passageway that clearly leads deeper into this cavern system, but this passageway definitely looks man-made. And I think with curiosity and such, we are going to actually go ahead and go into it. And it's not that long of a passageway. It opens up into um, it opens up into um, a definitely a way smaller cave. Like it's probably a foot taller than we are, and not that wide. But I think there's actually going to be some candles. Yeah, there's going to be some candles and um, some more runes. And these runes, though we don't really recognize them, just from whatever magic these runes are invoking, we can kind of feel almost a warmth touch us. And so this area is secure. It seems like it's almost a refuge from the rest of the cavern. And we actually see some carved steps leading up in the direction that we were coming from. So I almost think that this place might almost be some sort of escape hatch or something like that. But I think we are going to make camp. I think we're going to attempt to make camp here. Um, it's a secure location. We feel pretty safe. Definitely doesn't feel like there's any undead nearby. I think these runes are also some sort of warding. I think, yeah, you know what? I know we said earlier that we don't recognize the runes, but I think Albrun actually kind of recognizes the runes as the warding runes that were in the cave's entrance that were keeping the elves out, but they're slightly different. And it seems like these warding runes might be keeping other like undead creatures away from this area. So we don't really necessarily need to worry about waking up to like um, undead Varu or anything. So I think we're gonna go ahead and make camp here. Is this plus supply? Yeah, roll plus supply. Um, and our supply is at 3. So we're gonna roll plus supply. So 4 on the action die plus 3 is a 7 versus a 9 and a 2. Okay, weak hit. On a weak hit, we choose 1. So you rest and recover for several hours. And we choose one of these options. So we can either recuperate, partake, relax, focus, or wait a minute. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, okay. So I think I want to relax. I think that this. I think we're gonna relax here. Okay, so Albrun is going to take off his pack. He's gonna set the pack down carefully. Remember, the urn is in it. He doesn't want to break it yet. um, and he's going to sit down, maybe light a few of these candles that are around this area. Just kind of sit down and almost like in a meditating position and just kind of close his eyes and just try to relax, try to just collect himself. And so we're going to take +1 spirit, so we're at +2. And I think a few hours are going to pass by. And Albrun is just kind of thinking about, kind of reflecting on what has happened so far. He's in the middle of this cavern. He has seen undead. This is probably the first time that he has seen undead in his life, I think. And so he's just kind of processing that, I think. Thinking about, those undead Varu that just seemed completely dead in the eyes, like they just don't have a single thought running through their heads, and that they are subjugated to this Cadigan's will. He's thinking about the pit of dead bodies and skeletal remains that he came across, and was thinking about what could Cadigan possibly be doing with all those dead bodies. And again, they were tainted with magic and rotten and desecrated and stuff. And then he's thinking about this urn that he found. It was guarded by the undead Varu, and it was And he's looking at his hands again and seeing the shriveled effect. It has spread a little bit, but not too much yet. And he's kind of wondering on what he's going to do about that. I think he's hoping that perhaps maybe the elves will know what to do. Maybe Matic will know what to do. So he's thinking about that. But I think he's going to collect his thoughts, kind of steel himself, place a hand on that dagger that the elves gave him, and go ahead and get back up, get his pack on, and continue. So we're going to delve the depths again. And this is going to be plus wits. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So that's a +2. Oops, that was a weird roll. So 3 on the action die plus 2 is a 5 versus a 9 and a 5. That's a weak. No, that's a miss. Oh, and I don't know if I want to burn momentum here because we're getting closer and closer to ending this delve. And I think we might want to save some momentum for when we eventually reach Cadigan and whatever's happening here. So I don't know if I want to burn momentum. If we burn momentum, it would be a weak hit. And on a weak hit, we would have to roll on the table anyways, which could still turn into a reveal a danger. Oh, that's a hard choice. And we don't have much opportunity to rebuild our momentum if we burn it right now. And, our health is at +2. Our spirit is at +2. Oh, and our supply is at +2 as well. I think we're going to just have to reveal a danger here. And we're going to have to go ahead and mark off on our shriveled curse thing. So that's 2 boxes on there. So let's see. Let's get back into fiction. I will address the cursed hand thing later. First, let's see. We're gonna reveal a danger. So I think first, before I reveal a danger, I want to find out where we are because we're leaving this passageway. And like I said, there's wards and stuff, so I can't imagine there would be a danger here. So we're gonna transition into a new area. That's a 28. Twisting passages. Okay, so we go back through this man-made passage into the cave and continue back down deeper into the delve, and it's opening up into twisted rocky cavern passages again, puddles everywhere, the stench of death, etc., etc. And we're going to go ahead and reveal the danger. Let's see, reveal the danger. 82. You face the consequences of an earlier choice or approach. I think I know. I think I know what it is. Okay. So as Albrun is making his way through this passage, he feels another just tainted shudder go through him, and he looks at his hands, and now it's looking like pretty much all of his fingers are like shriveled, and like half of his palm is shriveled as well. So it's spreading, and he felt it just like spread, and this thing is moving quick. And not only that, but suddenly behind him, he hears the patting of paws, the scratching on walls, and the sniffing of snouts. And he quickly hides behind a stalactite and looks around, and it's actually the 2 undead Varu from earlier that were guarding that cavern with the urn. It looks like they are now tracking Albrun. It looks like they're trying to find this urn. Perhaps it was their command from their master, Cadigan, to guard that urn, and when they came back and saw that it was gone, they are now subjugated and willed to retrieve it. And so it definitely looks like they are tracking us now. Okay. That's very dangerous. 2 undead Varu. Yikes. And you know what? I don't think an illusion is going to throw them off our path. At least not an illusion like last time, because they're actively tracking us now. And it seems like they're tracking us by scent, I think. Um, hmm. I think this is a face danger roll. I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna try to use some trickery here. Albrun, he knows what Varu are, and he can definitely see them sniffing around. So I think he's gonna think quick on his feet. Yep, I got it. I know what we're gonna do. We are going to face danger plus shadow, because what Albrun is going to attempt to do, he has his cloak, right? Oh man, I really like this cloak, but I think we gotta go away with it. He's gonna take his cloak off as quietly as he can, and he's going to leave. He's going to place it at the bottom of the stalactite, and then he's going to try to sneak away. And what he's trying to do here is he's trying to. Well, you know what? Wait a minute. No. We're not going to use any magic here. We're gonna try to save our magic. So he's going to place his cloak at the bottom of. No, I almost want to try to maybe. I want to try to climb up. Never mind. So we're gonna try to climb up this stalactite and place the cloak on top of the stalactite. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to leave something that smells like us that could maybe throw the Varu off of our trail long enough for us to, make some more progress on this delve site. So this is going to be face danger plus shadow because we're attempting to trick the Varu, and we're also going to leverage our trickster asset here because we are attempting to. Wait a minute. Would this be? No, this would be secure an advantage. Yeah, this is secure an advantage, not face danger. Yeah. So we're attempting to secure an advantage by cheating, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna use our trickster asset. So face danger plus shadow. No, sorry, not face danger. Secure an advantage plus shadow. So that's +3, +1 from trickster. That's +4. Okay, so +4. Yeah, there's a 4 on the action die, +4 is an 8, versus a 6 and a 5. Strong hit. Okay, so on a strong hit, you gain an advantage. Choose one. Take control, make another move now, and add +1, or prepare to act. Take +2 momentum. I think we're going to take this momentum, and so that that momentum is going to bring us up to 10. Perfect. I love that 10 momentum right before we're about to face Cadigan. So we are successful. We are able to climb up the stalactite, hook our cloak on the top of it, shimmy down, and we're going to sneak our way out of here. So this sounds like a Delve the Depths plus Shadow. We're going to try to carefully get out of here without making any noise, and hopefully not alert the Varu. But it seems like the Varu are getting closer and closer to our side of the cavern because they are sniffing us, and hopefully that cloak throws them off our trails. So let's go ahead and roll Delve the Depths plus Shadow, so that's +3. Ooh, 2 on the action die, +3 is a 5. Versus 7 and a 2. Okay, weak hit. I'll take it. Delve the Depths, weak hit, roll on the following table. Okay, we're rolling Shadow. Oh, okay, please be good. 50. 50. Mark progress. Oh, wait. Yeah, mark progress. Okay, perfect. So that puts us at 8. Oh, I forgot to envision where we are. Hold on, let me roll that before I get into the fiction. I always forget that. Okay, 13. Ooh, blight or decay. Okay, so we make our way out of this cavern, I think we're in, or cave or whatever it was. Oh, we were in twisting passageways. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were in twisting passageways. So we make our way out of this like opening with the stalactites and stuff, and it seems like the Varu are kind of sniffing around the caverns, and they don't see us as we make our way deeper into the cavern. And what was that? Oh yeah, blight and decay. And so we make it into this new passageway, but now there's like moss and stuff on the walls, and it's like dead nasty, slimy moss. And I think we're actually going to start to see some more bones. And we're going to see some bones, and these bones aren't just like regular, like dried bones. These bones have some sort of like black ooze coming out of some of the cracks and stuff. So it's nasty, nasty bones that are kind of littering this passageway. And I think the stench is going to hit us again. And so Albrun can definitely, and I think also Albrun can actually feel some of this like dark corruption as we're getting closer and closer. So he's starting to get a little bit on edge, and I think he needs to start to formulate a plan. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay. So I think we're gonna delve the depths again. And this might be the last time we delve the depths before I try to locate the objective, which is Cadigan. Because that will put us, if we get a hit on this, that will put us at 9 boxes, and I think that's a good place to attempt to reach the thing. Okay, so let's delve the depths. Wait, should we roll in vision? No. Let's delve the depths first. Yeah. And so we snuck out of that. Are we still sneaking around? Are we still sneaking? I think we are. I think Albrun is pretty wary about those Varu that were following us. And he's hoping that, that cloak is going to throw them off of our scent for at least a little bit. And, as he saw these disgusting, like, pus oozing bones, I think he's worried about what is ahead. So I think it makes sense that we are kind of still very much on guard, very much kind of creeping through, kind of crouched down, and just really like sneaking, like really just trying to be quiet. So we're gonna roll plus shadow, and I'm also doing that because it's the safest option, and I really don't want to run into anything. Let's do it. So that's delve the depths +3. Ooh. Oh my god, this action die is not liking us today. So that's a 2 on the action die, +3 is a 5 versus a 5 and a 2. Okay, weak hit. I'll take it. Weak hit. Roll on the following table according to your stats. So we're going to roll on the shadow table. 52. Mark progress. Okay, I'll take it. And then, of course, we need to envision where we are. So let me roll on that as well. Let me roll on the domain and theme cards. 73. Natural bridge. Okay, so it seems as we're getting through this decayed passageway with all this like nasty moss and bones and stuff, a waterway through the cavern is going to kind of cut through perpendicular, and there's going to be a rock formation over this thing that kind of acts as a bridge. And it seems like looking ahead, we definitely see a lot of like runes, like a lot of runes kind of on the face of the entrance past this bridge. And I think we also hear, some muttering. I think we finally hear like a human voice muttering, and also something that is not natural at all. We hear like some rattling and clicking. It does not sound good at all, but it is right over this bridge. So I think we're going to locate our objective. I think it's time. I'm thinking it's going to be Cadigan across there. So, I'm scared. I'm scared. But I think that's where we are. I think that's what we have to do, right? I think it is. Okay. Progress move. When your exploration of a site comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare it to your progress. Momentum is ignored. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna. Oh, I think we're gonna roll our progress move. Oh, guys, I'm so scared. Okay, we just need to try not to roll a 9 or a 10. and we have a strong hit. Because we have 9 boxes. Oh, God. Guys, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay. And we can't roll secure an advantage either. Guys, I'm really scared. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. 6 and 7. Strong hit. Okay, strong hit. You locate your objective and the situation favors you. Choose one. Make another move now and add +1 or take 1 momentum. We are full on momentum, so we're going to pocket that +1 for whatever it is we're about to do next. So I think we're gonna go over this bridge. You know, we see these runes, and I think again Albrun is going to recognize that these are some sort of like derivative of the warding runes that were at the entrance of this cave. So and these runes are powerful. Like again, Albrun is not an expert on wards or even runes itself, but he can feel that the runes across this entrance is supposed to keep whatever is in this thing, is supposed to keep it in. So something's in there. And again, we hear that person muttering. And we very stealthily go through the entrance, and we're creeping. Albrun is just crouched down. He has his dagger out. And he is just creeping through this entrance. And okay, so what we see. Okay, hold on. I made some notes. So what we see. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Where's my delve book? Okay. So let's get a good visual about what it is that Albrun sees when he comes through here. Okay. So as we get through the entrance, this is a huge cave. And at the end of the cave is a stone monolith altar. So there are candles all around, you know, again, plenty of runes. Again, Cadigan has been down here for centuries. So I would say almost on every rock surface there's some sort of rune somewhere. And there are, again, like just bones with that black pus oozing out of them and such. And Cadigan is there with his back turned, kind of focusing on the altar. It looks like that he's maybe invoking some sort of incantation over something. And Cadigan himself. So we see this man, and he is, this is something that Albrun has actually never seen in his life. This man that appears to be human is clothed in this black embroidered silk robe with like gold trims, and it just looks like it's very expensive. This is not an outfit that you would see in the Ironlands, because the Ironlands simply does not have the resources to produce such finery. It's almost like looking at a blast from the past. Cadigan is also wearing like a pauldron, so like shoulder pieces, and like a breastplate, and it's made out of bone, so it's like a skeletal pauldron, and his forearms are clad in skeletal bracers as well, like bone bracers. It just looks absolutely disgusting. And Albrun can't see his face, but like the skin that Cadigan has, like the skin that he can see, so like his neck and like the back of his hands and stuff, it's gray, like it's a really gray skin, like gray, dried, thin skin. And it also has those like black blood vessels in it. So like his flesh is like withered and shriveled. Yeah. And then I think even like Cadigan is kind of like standing, like again invoking something over the altar, And if Albrun looks closely, he can see like his fingernails are like claws. So they're like black, sharp claws, not natural at all. So, but that's not the first thing that catches Albrun's attention, because in the middle of this cavern, that clicking and rattling sound that we heard earlier is this just huge monstrosity, like huge like blob of bones. So it's like some sort of creature, complete skeletal creature, but it's not like a creature's skeleton. It's like all of those like missing bones that we had seen from the pit with the dead bodies. It's like all those missing bones are somehow being forced together. So it's like a weird, like you see like multiple like skulls with multiple vertebrae coming out. And you see like arms bent and weird things. You know, maybe even like tons of like legs, like a centipede, but it's not even like legs. It's like some of them are like arms and hands being used as feet, and it's like you have like weird like scapulas sticking out of the back. Like it's just a disgusting, vile, foul creature that is made out of complete dried bones. And in those skulls, like those multiple skulls that it has coming out of it, the eye sockets are like glowing. Oh, are like they're like uh they're like glowing. I want to say tiny red dots. Oh, it's like disgusting. And the thing, it almost looks like a hybrid between like a monstrous centipede and spider at the same time. It's absolutely foul. And Albrun is like very taken aback by this. Ooh, oh Lord. Okay. So we made it through the delve. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. Um, what vowel are we working with again? Um, deal with the elves that threaten Matic. I do feel like this is um, progress. We completed the delve. We have reached the objective of what it is the elves um, wanted us to do. So I do feel like this is significant progress. We successfully made it through the delve. We still have that +1 from the strong hit on locate your objective. But I think that this is a good stopping point. And Albrun needs to figure out how we're going to proceed. Because, oh, I guess I didn't mention it. So that, like, disgusting skeletal creature that I just described, it is a bone horde. And we can go over the details of that, I think, next session. But it's a very scary thing. So okay, I think that's a good stopping point. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.